What is up, guys? This is time to wrestle with Suplexus. I'm Suplexus, and today was WrestleMania Backlash. Thus, I am going to present in this video my Backlash review. Suplexus's review of the Backlash Bloody Good review. Yes, I put review in the title twice. I just noticed that. But anyways, let's get started with Suplexus's review of Backlash. Bloody good review. So the first match we had was Bianca Belair versus Io Sky, and what I believe is the best match of the night. I mean, it had the crowd fired up from the beginning, from the start. It had Io Shirai shockingly being cheered, and I was thinking in the match, maybe they could run with this. I think Io Sky is gonna turn face when the damage control splits up, because the ending of the match saw Bailey cost Io Sky the title, so I think they'll split up, and whether if EU and damage control do stay on the same brand as Bianca Belair, I could see EU being the one to beat Bianca down the line in a rematch. But this match served as a really good opener. The crowd was on EO's side. Bianca got booed. Maybe they could do a story where if Bianca gets booed more in America, which may be unlikely as of now, she could possibly turn heel down the line, and that could be cool. Or there could be another idea, which I will share later in the video. Anyways, the next match we had was Seth freaking Rollins versus Omos the freaking Giant. This match was really surprising to me. Like, I get Seth Rollins is a very good wrestler, but Omos is not good. Like, so I was expecting pretty much nothing, kind of like WrestleMania, but what I got was a very good match. These two put on a very good match, or I should say Seth Rollins put on a very good match. He had to hit two curb stomps. The spot of the match was him hitting a curb stomp from the top rope and winning the match. And he has a very nice gear on, I gotta say. I love this gear. I don't know what it's representing. Let me know in the comments below if you do know, please. But it's a very nice gear and a pretty good match. The next match was Austin Theory versus Bronson Reed, Bobby Lashley, US style. Now, this match was just fun. It was non-stop action. What you'd expect from these three horses in a match. But at the end of the match, Austin Theory retained. Bronson Reed is going to Raw. Lashley is going to SmackDown with Theory, but I believe their story is done, and Lashley, I think, might be next in line for Roman Reigns due to him challenging Roman Reigns in some sort of interview or calling him out. I think the announcers mentioned it, or he did, one of the two on the show. That happened. So I see Lashley moving on, and the whole show as a whole, the glaring problem is the two different brands. Like, we got all these competitors on the wrong show. Bianca's on the wrong show. She's on SmackDown with the Raw title. Rhea's on Raw with the SmackDown title. These three people are on different shows. Lashley and Theory SmackDown, Bronson Raw. Like, and this plays out in a lot of other matches. But it was still a fun show. It was still a good show. But that was a glaring problem. And let's look at the next match. Rhea Ripley versus Zelina Vega. If this were on SmackDown, I would forward. If this were Raw, I would forward. But the crowd is what carried this match. Now, was the story as good as Elimination Chamber? No, definitely not. Was the wrestling as good as Elimination Chamber? No, definitely not. But was the crowd alive like that show? You're dang right. His crowd was fully on Zelina's side, and that in itself made this match entertaining. This match was nothing special. Zelina hit a 6 on 9 and Nidiora, but that was pretty much the only unique thing. And even that isn't too unique nowadays with all these luchador wrestlers doing the flippy moves. But the crowd carried this match. Rhea retains, she gets massive heat. Zelina gets a massive crowd support from Puerto Rico. And where does Rhea go from here? I think there's two ways. So I said I'd talk about it in the later women's match when discussing Bianca and Io. I think this Rhea Ripley is champion. My idea. Bianca is a day away from beating Rhea's record. Tomorrow she beats it. Rhea Ripley's a dominant champ. The women's division isn't too strong right now. So I'm thinking Night of Champions. Crown the undisputed women's champion. You make it one title, or you rename the titles to World Women's Champion and WWE Women's Champion, or WWE Women's Champion and Universal Women's Champion. Either way, it works. But those are my two ideas for what they should do. I think Vince McMahon made this booking decision because it's a bad one, putting the SmackDown champ on Raw and the Raw champ on SmackDown makes a lot of issues for absolutely no reason. But anyways, that is what I think of the current women's title situation, and let's discuss the next match. Next match was Bad Bunny versus Damian Priest in a street fight, and this match was just crazy. Like, Bad Bunny brought some weapons to the ring. This guy's wilding out. Like, Damian Priest has a Falcon's arrow off the top of two boxes through a table in the crowd. They're fighting in the crowd, like I mentioned, kinda. Like, all these weapons being used, kendo sticks. Oh, yeah. Oh, one thing I gotta mention about this match, flip flop or a chapel in Punjabi was thrown at Rhea Ripley, so that was funny. So, anyways, back to this match. A lot of things happened. My favorite part was when the Judgment Day got involved. Ray comes out and LW comes out, and all these legends come out. Like Carlito comes out, pretty popular, almost a legend. Like Savio Vega, the hero of Puerto Rico. Like all these people come out, and I'm like, okay, cool. But where are the shining stars? Like, uh, let's be honest here. The Shining Stars are arguably the biggest tag team of all time. Like, fellow wrestling YouTuber, the Great One, much more popular person, like, agrees with me. Shining Stars are the greatest tag team of all time. Hell, if you remember in 2016, the Shining Stars advertised people to come to Puerto Rico, and they had pamphlets that they'd hang out. Give them some respect. Give them some respect, please. Anyways, jokes aside, this match was really, really crazy and a fun match to watch. And Bad Bunny hits the Bunny Destroyer. Corey says it should be the Puerto Rican Destroyer. I don't know about that. That's going a bit far, but pretty good match. And then we get to the tag match. I think it's the weakest match of the night. I think this match was the second best match of the night. This is the weakest to me. Like, aside from this shot you're seeing on the screen, of Solo almost doing the Samoan spike to Jey Uso. There's nothing really exciting about this match. The Bloodline just won, and Solo's even more upset at Jey Uso specifically now. Before it's both now it's to Jey. So I believe come SmackDown, Roman Reigns is returning. I think he's turning on Jey Uso and he's gonna Superman punch or spear him. And then we're gonna get maybe a big match at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam. One of the two, but I see that happening. Probably SummerSlam, maybe next year's WrestleMania. We'll see. But I think the turn happens this week, as you can see in the bottom left. Green shirt guy is very shocked. So, anyways, the main event. Look at that man's face. Brock Lesnar looks like he got ketchup squirted all over him. Brock Lesnar looks like uh, pretty much this is like if you believe in karma, I slightly do, I guess, not really, but Brock Lesnar does the elbow thing to Randy Orton. He does it to Roman Reigns. I think he might have done it to Shane McMahon, maybe. But now he got it coming. He went into the post, and man, he just look at him. Just look at Brock Lesnar. Look right here. This is a man who was not prepared for this match. Now, WWE, they just filed a huge thing that there would be no blood, no stitches on TV earlier this week. Obviously, because that's what happens in the WWE. The very next pay per view, the very next weekend, Brock Lesnar looks like he just dipped his head in a bucket of ketchup and now he turned into a beast. Like a literal beast, pretty much. Look at that face. And he looks like a man possessed. Anyways, the match was good. Cody assaulted him in the beginning of the match. Personally, I expected it to be like Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, Brock Lesnar levels of good. Slightly disappointed, but I think they'll have another match in Saudi Arabia. But I was hoping it'd be a one match tale where they put on a banger that could rival the WrestleMania 39 Sunday main event. But it was good. Cody counters the armbar into a pinfall. He rolls him up 1, 2, 3. But the main story is, damn, look at Brock Lesnar. Man, that's scary. Like blood for blood. Brock Lesnar was seeing that all of last year. This is blood for blood. He destroyed Cody on Raw after Mania, and now he got his due. But anyways, overall the show, it is good. I would say out of all the Triple H shows, if I could call it that, it would probably go on the lower tier for Triple H shows, but it was still pretty good. I'll do a real quick ranking. You can click off because I'm done my review. So I'll just go through all of them and tell you what I think. I think SummerSlam last year, that's like a high tier show, like top of the food chain. Clash at the Castle, top of the food chain. Extreme Rules for Triple H, it was a good show, but still bottom of the food chain. Survivor Series War Games, middle of the food chain, so that's middle. And then we had Royal Rumble, the best, the very top. That is the best Triple H show by a mile, I think. Elimination Chamber, uh, beats out Survivor Series. It's like the middle top. Like not quite SummerSlam and Clash at the Castle, but still very good. And I'll put WrestleMania in that same spot. So I think Rumble's the best. Rumble is like A plus, and Clash at the Castle and SummerSlam are like A or A minus. And then we got Elimination Chamber and WrestleMania. WrestleMania, I'll say A minus. Elimination Chamber is like B plus. And then I would say Backlash is B, and Extreme Rules is a B minus. So they're all very, very good, but some were a lot better than others. I'm excited for Night Champions. I think that could be a top tier show. It has that potential, but that'll have to be seen in a couple of a few weeks. May 27th, live from Jeddah, Night of Champions. I might be the next time we see a video, might not. Also, before I head off, check out my previous video where I did a live stream, a video webcam of me unboxing Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch, which is amazing. I gotta say, it is hot. I got to say, it is extravagant. I got to say. Anyways, this has been Superlexus. Have a good night.